purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it.
Sure. Y'all hear that music? Y'all hear that? I've been trying to get music in the intro for the longest. That's right. I'm going Kevin Samuels with The Fragrance of the Day. I am sipping from my snifter. That's right, y'all. Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. Man, happy hump day. I'm hearing too much echo. That's right. Welcome, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this. Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. Welcome. All this good stuff. Let me tell you, today's topic that we're going to talk about are why are good men giving up on modern women? Now, we've been talking about a string of topics over the last few weeks or so, and I think that we've been having really robust conversations. If you haven't seen my last video, it's not doing as well as I would like it to, but it was clipped from last live stream. And the parts that I clipped out was relevant, where we talked about the life cycle of a relationship to a divorce for a man. And some of those conversations were great. Some of thank you, appreciate it. Some of the excerpts from that live stream, men that are losing their kids can feel. Men going through a divorce can feel. And you don't have to just be a man, but if you're going through a relationship, a separation, you can feel some of this stuff, okay? You can feel it. So make sure you guys go back and check. I think it was yesterday's video. Check that out. And we're going to go over some video clips, articles, and then later in the show, we're going to do a live chat. And so I'll open up the ability for you guys to be able to come into the live chat. Somewhere about the 45 minutes or an hour mark, we can have you come on the show if you want to discuss some of this stuff. Make sure that you guys hit that like button so we can get more people alerted that this live is going live, that we can talk about this stuff. All right. And then all that good stuff. So listen, if you have any articles, you have any videos that I should see that you want me to review or you think that would be pertinent to reviewing on this channel, hit me up on my IG, which is at the Simsational Gent. My email address is thesimsationalgent@gmail.com. You can get in touch with me at those places so that I can look at those stuff and maybe it'll get reviewed. And if you send it to me, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and shout you out. Now we're to that part of the section where we go ahead and we do our shout outs. If you come on the show, if you go ahead and make your voice known, which I'm looking and seeing some of you guys right now in the live chat, I'm going to shout you out. But let me first shout out all my new subscribers. Okay. I have a lot of new subscribers and I am grateful. You guys have entrusted in me this ability to be able to talk about these topics and to be a safe space that we can talk about these things and have a conversation, have dialogue. All right. And so I don't take that lightly. I don't take that for granted. I will continue to come with the dope stuff that you guys can feel, that you guys can relate to, and that we can talk about. Hopefully that we are all about improvement. Hopefully we're all about getting better. Hopefully we are all about finding our purpose so that we can live our best lives. Now let's get to the shout out. See what we got up in here. We got Miss Lucy. Hi, Sean. Hi, everyone. Nice music, she says. Thank you very much. I was like, how don't I have music in my intro? How don't I make it cool? How do I make this funky? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's run that back again. That's right. We're going to get that running, okay? So we got that. Thank you for being here, Lucy. If you don't know, make sure you go check out this channel, Brick Girls Go Stateside. It is an amazing channel talking about, I love they talk about a variety of topics. I love when they talk about the differences between their culture and here in America. And it's just good to see the differences, which we talk about all the time here, right? We talk about getting better, seeing new things, opening up opportunities. And I think this is a great channel. And I want to say there's a great personal friend of mine that I talk to and bounce things off of all the time. So I really appreciate you. Guy from Earth, music is dope, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, if I know who this is my boy Guy, one of my longest friends, one of my boys that I've been knowing most of my adult life, and I'm glad you're here. All right, thank you, brother, for being here. And then Ron Pie, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming I don't know if it's my boy. What's happening from the home? Ronald, is that you, bro? Is Pete? Pete, is that you? If that's Pete, that's my homie I grew up with, so it's good to have. You know who this is. Other than the singing group, you're the only guy I know, bro. I mean, I know a lot of guys, but you the guy. You are the guy of all guys. Okay, Ron Pie. Okay, well, hey, thank you for being here, Ron Pie. And then now we got Pete here. Okay, that's my boy I grew up with. Love it. Glad you're here today. And just so you know, if you come into the live stream at any point in time, I will shout you out because this channel is nothing without you guys. We have a lot to cover today. A lot to cover. And I want you guys' input on this. It's some deep stuff. Okay? I'm going to take some of you guys to y'all feelings about this. But that's what I want. I want to get visceral. I want to cut deep. I want you guys to express what's on your mind about these topics because they got to be spoken about. They got to be said, okay? Now, today's beverage is not the Simsational Gent. It's not my normal drink. This is my normal drink, which is Captain and Coke. It's not the Simsational Gent I came up with that I normally drink out of the snifter. I put my Captain and Coke in the snifter today. And I almost made a smoothie and came on because I actually just left the gym probably about an hour and a half ago. And I hate like working out and then drinking alcohol. Plus, it's not like I haven't done it before. So, all right. Well, listen, we're going to get into this first part. If you here, if you just showing up or you watching this is pre-recorded, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because you're about to get some dope stuff here. We tell the truth about it all, right? We go ahead and we say what's on our mind. We get it out here. All right. Today, so the theme, anybody who's watched this channel is parts, right? Part 3, 4, and 5 is the segments I have on this show. And what I did today was a little bit different than normal. Like I said, different. But what I did was each part, the title of each part is related to something that a modern woman or that women say about men. Obviously, if you are a man that has been alive and you are a grown man, okay, there aren't any good men left. How many of you have heard that? If you've heard that, type of S, put an S in the comments if you heard that before. There aren't any good men left, right? Type of S in there, okay? Got to give a shout out to my boy Neil. I have a story to tell. Thank you, Neil, for being here. Go check his channel out, everybody. This dude does great things on his channel. I appreciate that. The guys in the chat are saying, man, you know what? Sean, I've heard that before. And if that's the case, we about to get into it. Because like I always say on this channel, let's get started. So bear with me here. I'm going to play the very first video that I want you guys to hear. I'm going to mute my audio.
Single September. Single September. Only me October.
Just me January. Forever alone February. Me, myself, and I March. Alone April. Maybe I'm gonna die alone. Just me again, June, juggling the possibility of becoming a nun, July, all by myself, August.
Well, there you go. So you have one instance right there where you have this gentleman who said that there are a lot of men like him. Now, I don't know. He could be a creeper, and he could be one of them dudes jumping out the closet with a trench coat on, exposing himself and stuff like. I don't know who this dude is. I'm just saying that there are a lot of men that are just like him. That in this current environment, they can't date in this environment. They can't find people that are reasonable to date. And I know, listen, I have a lot of female friends, and I hear them say the exact same thing. So you have, but we're talking about women who are saying this. Let me put that back up on the screen again. There aren't any good men left. Really? I know a lot of them. I know a lot of good men out there that are like, right? But we know what's going on right now. The modern woman doesn't look at a normal, hardworking man as anything viable. If he's not 6 foot tall, 6-pack, or 6 figures, if you ain't got 6 figures, 6 feet, 6-pack, you ain't getting no play. Nobody's talking to you. Nobody's hollering at you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So men are frustrated. This dude right here, probably a nice gentleman. But I'm using this as an example to show you how many guys out there feel like him. And let me show you how bad it is. Okay, women want a tall dude. He got to be handsome, right? That's the 6-pack part. And maybe he got to make a certain amount, okay? So listen, there ain't no excuses, okay? Because good men are out there. Women just aren't willing. Oh, I'm settling. I'm settling for that guy because he just looks like maybe I could push him over. Well, what do you want? Do you want a good guy? Do you want a good man? Or do you want a dream? Right? We've already done these videos where we talk about these lists, these impossible lists that women have that men cannot live up to. And listen, women cannot live up to them themselves. The list that they have, they can't even live up to their own list. It's unreasonable. At some point, you got to come down and say, you know what? Why not just find somebody that kind of wants to go in the same direction, has a good heart, or working hard, that I know who they are? It's not enough. But we'll talk about more of that here in a little bit. Let's go to the chat real quick. I see a couple comments popping up. I see a lot of S's in there. We got an S there. We got an S there. We got an S there. It's because men feel this. That's what I'm saying. P raising his hand up right here. It's hard to find, ain't it? It's hard to find, ain't it? Oh, 5-foot guy gets the pass. Yes. Oh, that's a whole, I haven't even done that video yet, guy. Like, I haven't even broken into that women won't even talk to short dudes. I almost don't even make the video because we know. That's why I make the video, hey, women have unreasonable expectations. You know, you could have a good man and a 5-foot guy, but guess what? You're not going to, I say guy, a 5-foot man, but you're not going to mess with that dude. You understand what I'm saying? They're not going to mess with that dude. But, okay, I told you, today we're going to look at the 3 sections of common things that women say. Now check this out. Y'all ready for this? Please bear with me as I switch back to, the next. Let's see. Where is it at? Right here. We're going to bring this one up. Ooh, I'm going to have to mute the audio on this one. So just going to have to watch it and bear with me. I'm going to have to mute the audio because I don't want to get struck. Okay, so I'm going to switch over. Bear with me. This man right here is people would look at him and say, hey, this is Chad. This is Chad. This dude got the beard, looked like he in shape, 6 foot tall, he could cook, all these things. This dude is like, I'm single. I can't find anybody. And I bet you he not willing to lower his standards. And I wouldn't. Let's see the rest of it. That dude can't find anybody. That dude can't find nobody. That dude is 6 foot tall. He can't find nobody. You know what I mean? Even the Chads can't find a good woman. Now, I think that's a little pushing it because there are good women out there. But I'm saying good men and good women can't find each other. You know, it's just not happening. Right now, the dating scene is a mess. It is an absolute mess. Again, I say this again, I'm gonna reiterate this. But for you all that are in relationships, committed relationships, work on that shit. Okay. Count yourself lucky that you have somebody that you can go to every day. And hopefully, if things are okay, make them better. There ain't nothing out here for you. Okay? There ain't nothing out here in these streets. Ain't nothing out in these streets for you. Neil says, I'm still driving, still here driving. All right, all good, bro. I know you always working and twerking, bro. I don't know about the twerking part, but I know you working. Okay. Listen, this is an issue. Men are finding it hard to find people to find a good woman. Cause everybody's saying there's no good men. And I had this conversation with my friend Janine in the interview I did, which I want to clip out one more and do one more video. I think it's going to be a good conversation, a little more free flowing as we got to the end of that interview I did. But we talked about this, right? We talked about, do women want men that are blue collar workers? Now this dude gets up every day, puts in 8 to 12 to 14 hours if you count traffic. Is that man good enough? Why isn't that dude good enough? Her dad was an electrician. The whole, like, he's retired now, but like, I mean, we were kids. We were kids. We grew up as kids together. And that dude was an electrician doing his thing. His mom, or his mom, my friend's mom, Janine's mom, was great to be with that dude. They combined their money. They can afford to retire now. And has it been perfect? No, it hasn't been perfect in a relationship. They go points without talking to each other, but they work it out. They love each other. I might not love you right now. I might not love you for a week or two. But we're together. We're going to work this thing. We have the same goal where we want to be at. Do you understand? That doesn't happen nowadays. People are like, oh, it's too hard. Oh, I think I don't feel the same. Women, y'all go on your feelings. Not all women, but some women really go on their feelings about this. Like, I just don't feel the same way anymore. And I get it. It's tough when you just fall out of what you're feeling for somebody. Does it happen? Yes, it does. What's even worse is when we put ourselves in situations to cause ruin to our relationship. Does that make sense? When we cause damage to our own relationships. Got to be careful about that. We need to go on with the next part of the story. Now, listen, I have some female content creators, and I can't wait. I want to clip them together. One of my videos I'm going to do is I'm going to clip some of my favorite female content creators that speak within the manosphere. And I think that you guys will find them interesting. So we're going to go ahead and listen to one of my favorite ones here. You know, she actually lives here in Las Vegas with me. It'd be interesting if I could get a hold of her, but, you know, whether I do or not, we'll see. But I want you guys to watch this video. Let me unmute it. Okay. And I'm going to mute mine.
insecure when you feel some type of way, be there for him. Offended when a guy asks you what you.
Have you guys noticed that it's only the insecure men that are asking women what they bring to the table?
Hey, chica calmada, te voy a decir algo. I don't know if you ladies think of this, food for thought. Ladies, why do you get offended when a guy asks you what you bring to the table? Because if a guy asks me that, I got that. When you're an educator or when you have something to offer, you will state what you have to offer. It doesn't bother you because you know you got it. So you're calling them insecure, but I really feel like that's projection and y'all are really insecure because you don't like being triggered. You don't like when somebody puts you on the spot because you can't answer it. Be his peace, put it down, open that mouth, shut that mouth when you need to, feed him grapes, rub his back, make sacrifices, don't DM other dudes. When he's insecure, when he feels some type of way, be there for him. Be there, meet his needs when he asks you. Make sacrifices. Cook for him, massage him, make him feel wanted. Take interest in things he loves. Men are simple. Y'all are the ones making everything complicated. Stop it. Just love them for them. Simple.
Man, I love her. She's amazing. She's cool as hell. Sorry about the little sound issue. I forgot I muted it earlier. Yeah, listen. Oh, I love it's Tay Tay, baby. I think that's the one. Let me jump in here real quick. Thank you all for telling me there's no sound. Let me get back into the chat because this channel was about you guys, or this live stream is about you all. So I want to hear what you say. Lucy says, no marriage. Yes, marriage isn't about having a perfect relationship. It's about doing the best you can and being willing to work on a relationship together. Yes, absolutely. I always love your insight. Thank you very much, Lucy. You add a lot to this show, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. No, I'm not going to be my best all the time. You're not going to be your best all the time. You know? But this whole, I don't feel it today. I'm not feeling you right now. Okay, you're not going to feel me. But don't sit here and like completely treat me like I'm not here. Let's talk about it. See, we talk about communication as a key and people still don't communicate. What is that about? What is that about? Everybody said there was no sound. I'm going to skip that. Oh, let me jump here. My boy Jerome in the house, grew up with Jerome. Thank you, brother, for being here. He always supports the show, even behind the scenes as far as watching all the videos, giving me insights about the different videos that I make here. And I really appreciate our talk. This is another, this is an entrepreneur in all sense of it. And so I love that we're still in each other's lives. He makes me be better. Iron sharpeneth iron. That's what this dude is for me right here. I appreciate you, my man. And Lucy says yes. Right. Is she single? Is she single? Bro, you just got to come back to visit Las Vegas again. If he come, I don't think you're going to be able to make it before I move away. But if you do, holla at your boy. You know we're going to do it. Just don't bring sand to the beach. That's all I ask you to do. I was a little pissed about that last time you was here. But whatever. All right. So she said loving a man is simple. It really is. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some complicated men. I mean, listen, we could be little divas too. Men, let's just put it out there. Men could be little divas too. Your woman could be doing all these things that she said. Sometimes we don't appreciate our women because our women want appreciation for what they do. Baby, I made you a sandwich. I rubbed your back. I know you need 30 minutes in the chair. I understand that you had a hard day at work. Your woman wants to feel appreciated too. Because that's the complaint that women have, that dudes don't make them feel appreciated for all the stuff that they do. Now, if you're a woman and you're not doing any goddamn thing, then yeah, you're not going to have appreciation, because I will tell you, ladies, any of you all that's watching, live or pre-recorded, if that dude, when women see your dude, if he's a good-looking dude or he got something about himself, some type of charisma or charm, money, status, whatever, some woman is going to come out of the woodworks, like, oh, she got all that. Oh, I would do. If she ain't doing that, I would do that for you. I would also do this for you too. Am I lying, fellas? Am I lying? Women will come out like you. Nobody would be attracted to you, but as soon as shit go wrong, then people, and this happens for women too. A dude to jump out the woodworks. I just did that in that last video. The woman was, they went through a divorce. She needed attention, and all the dudes online is simping for, people will come out the woodworks and they will give you the attention you need right at the wrong time. I'm going to say that again. They will give you the attention you need right at the wrong time. Just saying. So women, women be like, oh, she don't cook. I could cook. She don't do it like this for you. I could do it like that. I'm telling you. Wait, let me go. Guy says, out of the woodwork. Yeah, man. You be like, wait, nobody, where were you at? Where were you at? Now all of a sudden, like, they teleport in? Yeah, man. Oh, Ronald P says one person's trash is another person's treasure. And that's it. We're going to get into that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that a little deeper there, P, where we're going to talk about appreciating the people and stuff like that. And just my personal thoughts on that. But that's a great segue to it. Okay. So I'm going to play one more video in this section, part 3. And the title of this one, I titled it myself, but I think I titled it, Your Man is a Reflection on You. Now, this is from another, this is another one of my favorite female content creators. Her name is Shalakima. Check her channel out. Shout out to Shalakima. She, amazing woman. Fighting the good fight. Let me go ahead and restart this. Mute myself.
In my comments, black women are sitting up and talking about black men are weak. Stop empowering these bum black men. Black men are the least educated. I don't know who told y'all black men are the least educated. They lied. They lied to y'all. Do your research. Don't just let somebody come and tell you some dumb stuff. Baby, open up a book, go to Google, do something. Black men are not the least educated. I don't know who started that rumor, but they need to stop it. And the next thing, let me tell you something. The way that y'all come on social media and y'all talk about the black men y'all have dated and y'all have had kids too, let me remind you something. That's the black man you chose to deal with. So when you come on social media and you bash him, it's a reflection of who you are, sis. I said what I said. And my name is Shalakimia.
Ooh, y'all hear that? She was like, I said what I said. My name is Shalakima. She don't hide it, baby. She don't hide it. I love it. She real with it. She coming real with it. I love it. I got my favorite female content creators. You know what? Some people say that they just trying to take advantage of the fact, like they know that there's men are feeling a certain type of way right now. And there's these female content creators that come in and maybe they're just taking advantage of the space. But I'm like, even if you listen to them enough, you know that they mean what they say. And even if they don't, it needs to be said. It has to be heard by other women. Lucy says, yep, she heard it. Ronald says she's spitting hot fire. Dial it, dial it, dial it. It's all about dialing, okay? It's all about dialing. Listen, one thing that I like that she said up in there is that, and this is something that I've been hammering down, and this goes for both men and women. At some point, you have to take accountability for the people that you choose in your life. I'm guilty of it. But since I've had this channel, I've taken accountability for everything that's happened. Well, even before that, right? When my car accident happened 7 years ago. Since then, I've taken accountability for the things that have happened in my life. I take accountability for the wrong choices I've made in people. I take accountability for the wrong decisions I've made. I take accountability for the things that I've done. When will the modern woman start to take accountability for her actions? When will she take accountability for the dudes that she allows in her life? When is that going to happen? Stop blaming us. Even the females right now are starting to make TikTok saying, listen, can we not in 2022 keep just like, dudes ain't this, dudes ain't that, this dude did this did that. And they tired of hearing it. They're tired of seeing every woman's TikTok talking about men are bad. You control that, ladies. You control access. Yes, you're gonna have dudes that's gonna catcall you and holler at you. Can't stop that. Because there are some dudes that are pigs. Okay? That just, okay, we're past that. And you still catcalling girls? Like, come on, like that's so in the past. Step your game up, son. That's weak ass game. All right? If you do that shit, I'm calling you out for it. That's weak ass game. P says, you caught that, huh? Bro, you know I caught that. When dinosaurs when it go back to dinosaurs. Yeah, that's right. That's how long it is. That's how long it is, bro. Like, it's too old, bro. Get out of that time. It's different now. There's better and easier ways to do it than have to call a woman and make her feel insecure. I don't know about you guys, and I know like a lot of the dudes here are dudes I grew up with or dudes that I've come up with over the course of my life. And it's like, bro, I am tired of walking down a goddamn street and a woman got to clutch her purse. Like, really? Like, really, are we still there? Like, I just want to be able to walk and do what I normally do. I ain't worried about the woman. If anything, I'm worried about not scaring that woman. What are we doing nowadays? And I'm not blaming all dudes. I'm just saying, yo, like, are we past that? Oh, T-Mac in the house. That's what I'm talking about. This is one of my newer subscribers. I appreciate him because he is very active on his channel. T-Mac, I want to thank you right now for being here. Thank you for making it to the Simsational Gent. This is one of my new subscribers. And like I said, this dude making waves, always commenting on the videos, leaving dope comments that make you think. Anybody that knows, I know Lucy, I know you know. Lucy leaves comments. I'm leaving paragraphs and books, but I don't mind taking the time out. If you go ahead and watch one of my videos and you leave a thoughtful, engaging comment, unless I'm in a hurry, and I may not catch all the subsequent comments because my notifications are really weird, but if you leave an initial comment on a video, not underneath the question I leave, but your own comment, I will always take the time to comment on your question. And if it's thoughtful, I will take the time and be thoughtful. The Zoom to Thailand video I did, shout out to my boy Richie Mac, Zoom to Thailand. On the Zoom to Thailand video, there's hundreds of questions that got asked. And I took the time to at least answer every initial question on the Zoom to Thailand video with 20-something thousand, 24,000 views. I took the time to answer every question because I care about what you think. I want to advance the conversation, and that's why we talk about this right now. No question, fam. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you, T-Mac. I appreciate you, brother. Lucy says, yes, always appreciate the thoughtful replies, and I'm sure others do too. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, like, again, I want the conversation. And that's why I love, Lucy, when you go ahead and you comment on my on the stuff. You always take time to be very thoughtful with your questions. You make me think. Again, I believe in iron and sharpening iron. And I think that it's a great to have a female perspective, a woman perspective. I don't really know anymore. A woman's perspective on these type of topics. So we talked about that. Let's move on, because we spit some hot fire on that first section. We're gonna go into the next one. What is another thing that you hear women say about men, modern women? What do they say? Part 4. Let's get there. Men don't want to get married or settle down. This is a deep one. This is a deep one. And it's deep because I've been there. I've been the guy that told women, like, I'm not ready to settle down. I think I've talked to P, I talk to you about this all the time. Like, I would tell you when I was in my 20s, I was like, look, this is what I tell women. I tell them, like, look, I'm in college right now. I got a full career. I just don't have time right now. And, you know, like, you can either respect it or don't. If you want to leave, leave. But, hey, this is where I'm at. He was like, how you get away with that? I'm like, because I'm telling them the truth. I really don't have time. I was working shift work. I was teaching, right? I was doing shift work. I was in college. And I was still trying to party in my 20s. Like, I really didn't have a lot of time to be sitting there talking about, you know, are we going to be boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that. I'm going to get to your comment there, guy. I just looked down and saw it. Jesus, actually, I'm looking at it down from here, too. Okay? Man, I might have to take an intermission. There ain't enough captain in this damn thing. All right, now y'all gonna make me go to the comments. All right, we playing like that tonight? Are we playing like that tonight? Okay, fair enough. Okay. Guy says, yeah, I'm not getting married again. Well, ooh, man, that almost should be his own video. I'm gonna put a pin in that one. But I understand what you talk about, brother. You know what I mean? I would think that there are a few circumstances. There are very few that I would get married again, but there are some that I understand. Like, I'm gonna be traveling foreign, right? Who knows what might happen? I might end up getting married. I'm not saying that I want to. I'm just saying that, or that I'm going to choose to do that. I'm just saying that I don't know what the future brings. That could happen. All right. I don't rule out things. That's not my goal or my intention at this point. Or I might just fall in love and I get married to somebody, and that might happen. You never know. But I can understand from your point of view. I know what you've been through, and I feel you. P was like, "Yep, Mike Lowry." Guys, take the pen out. Fair enough. I think I just talked about it. Pen is out. Okay. Matter of fact, gotcha. All right. Man, men don't want to get married or settle down. I will tell you that's not where I'm at right now in my where I'm at currently, right? I've learned a lot from my mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. If I'm dating someone, I date one person at a time, right? So I'm not opposed to having girlfriends or being committed to one person. If anything, I prefer it. I will tell you that I have dated multiple women in the past. And I will tell you that it was very exhausting. And in this part of my life, and actually for a while now, I just prefer it. It's just once you get older, that's a young man's game. And really and truly, I don't even think it's worth it. Right? Now, if you tell people that you're dating, and look, I'm not trying to be serious, you put it out there. Because that's one thing you can say there, Pete. I put it out there. I put out my intentions. I've always put out my intentions. The problem is that women tend to project what they see with you. So they say, man, I see a lot with this dude, but he don't want to commit. So now you're going to say all men don't want to commit. But I put out there why. I put out there I didn't want to. You got to respect it. If you don't like that, then move on. But you try to project with me what you see in your head. And that gets women in trouble. Okay? Any more comments? Okay, I say kaboom. All right, let's jump into this next portion, okay? Y'all got to bear with me on this one because this one is going to be a lot of articles and stuff. So I'm going to try to bring this up and I'm going to try to be concise with my points on this, okay? So you guys may have seen this. Let me see if I can bring this up. Hopefully you guys can see this, okay? I'm going to switch over to the other screen. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear me right now, and you guys should. Hold on, let me go back real quick. Let me go back. P says, yeah, you put it out there. Well, love you, bro, but back to work. I get you, bro. Hey, we'll be going for a little bit longer. So if you get a little break or some time, come back through, see what we hollering about. I'm glad to have had you a part of the conversation. So thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go back to this real quick. Okay, so I saw this. This is a Reddit article, right? I can't even scroll it. Oh, let me get this banner out the way. All right. Now, you may not be able to read that. You guys probably can read it better than I can. So the good thing is I'm going to have to put my reading glasses on. Y'all can't see that. So I'm going to show y'all. But this title is Marriage is Not an Accomplishment. Focus on leveling up. Never speak of marriage as an achievement. This is a quote out of there. And she said, a marriage can be happy or unhappy, but it is not an achievement. We condition girls to aspire to marriage, and we do not condition boys to aspire to marriage. And so there is already a terrible imbalance at the start. Let's talk about that. I'm going to start there. So she talks about marriage can be happy or unhappy, but it's not an achievement. I can understand where she's going with this, okay? Where she's going with this is to say that if your only goal is to get married, that's a bad, I left the damn reading glass on, didn't I? If your only goal is to get married, then that's a poor goal. And I know a lot of women are exploring their freedom and they're trying to explore their independence. And I have no problem with any woman exploring her independence. This is where I have a problem with this. Happiness, first of all, with the happiness portion, happiness is fleeting. We're all working toward trying to be happy every day. Some days you're going to be happy, some days you're not. But to make the success of your marriage be solely based upon your happiness is a flaw in and of itself. Marriage not being an achievement, I would say every day that you live and have another breath in your body, when you wake up the next morning, when you woke up today, it was an achievement. Now you are starting the rest of your life today. So if that on this day you decide you get married and you walk down that aisle, why isn't it an achievement? I'm not saying that you should shoot for that as an achievement. I'm saying, but every day that you accomplish something in your life, that you have another notch in your resume, is an achievement. And that's why we got to start thinking like that, man. You guys sit there and you talk like you have all the goddamn time in the world, and we don't. Every day is achievement. Do not wait till tomorrow what you should be doing today, because you will not promise tomorrow. But if you were living your best life today, you were getting the most out of it. You were squeezing the most out of the lemon. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? And then she says we condition girls to aspire to marriage, but we don't condition boys. First of all, I do not agree with how we are conditioning women to think about marriage. I will say that we have, for the longest period of time, conditioned women in the exact wrong way. Marriage is not a bad thing in and of itself when you think about it, right? You're talking about committing to a person or committing to, yes, to someone else. And typically you are seeing, if you get married, you should be seeing the same goals in the future, having the same direction, the same purpose that you're intertwining. But the problem is that marriage for women is fantasized, right? You got to have the wedding with the fanciness, all these rom-coms and all these different things, media, social media, everything is telling you that you have to have this luxurious wedding. Women today, the modern woman is willing to go into extreme debt over getting married, where you could take that $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 that you spent on a marriage, and if you go ahead and took that money and invested it and let that sit and mature for a while, listen, even if you split and got a divorce, you could split those assets and both people would be able to start off with some money, right? Have a marriage account so that if it splits, this is it. You go with what you have, I go with what I have. We split the marriage account in half, and then we both can have a fresh start without having to struggle. Do you understand? These are things. Nobody's willing to go ahead and talk about the waste of money. Now, the only thing about a marriage that ain't a waste of money is an open bar that I'm invited to. God says, squeeze the most out of the lemon. Look, we absolutely have to, man. Like, this life is short, bro. I don't know. I have so many people that I've lost since 2020. It is sad the amount of people that we've lost. Me and Jerome lost one of our classmates due to COVID, and I didn't find out. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard from her in a while. Jerome, Crystal. I haven't heard from Crystal in a while. I know she was getting out of hospital. She was starting to recover. And then I go on social media and I see, oh yeah, rest in peace, Crystal. Rest in peace, Crystal. Let me go check on her page. Gone. So then we ain't got time to play. We ain't got time to be here playing with this stuff. Now, she said boys aren't conditioned to be married. No, we are not. But should we? Because right now, as long as the laws are the way they are on the books, there is no incentive for a man to get married at this point. Other than there's a couple instances, obviously, when you talk about legalities, citizenship, stuff like that. That makes sense. But other than that, men don't have a lot of a stake in the claim. See, the modern woman doesn't have the mothers and the grandmothers teaching them how to be wives. Now, as far as being taught how to be a husband in terms of being emotional towards your woman and stuff like that. That's what our mothers should be teaching us boys. Like, hey, love your woman, this, that, and the third. But as far as learning how to be a man, as soon as we leave our parents' house, we have to be men. We have to go ahead and start working. We have to learn how to fix stuff. Well, not all men do, but I'm saying these little weak ass modern dudes don't know how to fix crap. I mean, like, damn it, you don't even have to be brilliant. I mean, like, the new generation got YouTube and can't figure out how to fix something. Like, it blows my mind. Okay, totally blows my mind. Or be the dude that has enough money to fix something. But when we get out of the house, we have to be men. Nobody gives a crap about you when you're a dude and you get out of the house. Nobody gives a crap about what you think when you're a man. So we instantly have to already be providers for ourselves. We just learn to be providers for our family. Now, could men learn to how to deal with the female nature? Yes, we might need a little bit more school on that. But how do we deal with female nature now when it's all driven by likes, comments, emotions, when it's all driven by I can't even think of the goddamn term. Let me take a sip of my drink. Needing validation from people. All right. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Y'all been here in the chat, chatting it up. Let's see what y'all got. If you ain't no punk, holla, we won't. Holla, we won't. What? Oh, okay. Jerome was like, yes, I remember. It was bad. Yeah, it's bad, man. We lost a friend. They can't even change a tire, bro. Yeah, like how you a dude, you can't change the tire, bro. Listen, my daughters came to visit me in Hawaii, and we were at Lanikai Beach. So one of my favorite beaches to be at. And as we were leaving the beach, there was these girls in this little tiny little gray car, and their tire was flat, and none of them had any clue. And I said, ladies, y'all don't have to call AAA. Like, y'all need help changing the tire. So while I was there, I changed the tire for those girls, but my daughters got to see. And so while my daughters were there, I took the time to show them how to change a tire. Now, are they going to remember that crap? Probably not. But the point is, their dad took the moment to say, hey, look, girls, this is how you change a tire. And then I also tried to show those girls that were on the beach, hey, this is what you need to do. So I felt like I had all these eyes on me trying to change this tire. But, like, you got to know how to at least do the basics. Okay? Guy says YouTube can teach you anything. Right, bruh. You see this right here? I didn't know how to use StreamYard. Where's that little? I didn't know how to use this. You know how I did it? Tutorial. I watched a few of them, and now I know how to use it a little bit better. Guy says, holla, we want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah. Even modern women are saying that this needs to be a partnership in a business. So if modern females feel that way, then why do modern females get mad when guys ask for a prenup? So right now, the law doesn't protect men in certain cases. Now, I will say that alimony and all these things came about for one reason, is because if your woman was a stay-at-home woman and had no skills, and now all of a sudden you decide to divorce her, which men used to initiate the divorces back in the day, then what would happen? That woman would be left out on the street with nothing. And I think that's wrong too. But I will say that a woman that has the ability to go out there and work and make her own money, especially talking about these modern females, don't deserve 10, 20 years of alimony. And oh my God, T-Mac, bro, there's another dude that also, he does a lot of commenting too recently, and he sent me a link to this story. It's a news story about a dude that is still paying his ex, and she come to court with, like, I'm exaggerating to try to make this story stand out, but she come to court and she got a neck brace on, and she coughing in court, and I'm sick, and I still need alimony, and this, that, and the third, right? I'm gonna do a show on that. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do something on that one. So she come to court coughing. You watch her later, and you see her in the backyard. Oh my God, my phone is gone. I thought I plugged that thing in. Give me 1 second, you guys. If I don't plug this in, my camera is gonna die, and I'd hate to lose you guys. why isn't, oh, well, that makes sense too. God dang it. Having all kind of technical difficulties today. I'm sorry about this, but I gotta plug this in. Where is all right, it's charging. Thank you. Thank y'all for being patient. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Yeah. I cut that light off. That made a huge difference. Huh. I like that better. All right, good. So sorry to cut off the story. Anyway, come to find out, this woman was fine. Matter of fact, my favorite part, yeah, technical difficulties. Yeah, you have them, man. My favorite part about that news story is they got a video of her in the strip club, bro. Like the dude was like, get it all on her and everything like that. And she's in the strip club, but yet she is too sick to work. She can't get out the house. She hurting every day. She in too much pain, so she needs continued alimony. This is a real story. God, it makes me so pissed. Guy says women used to not be able to even have a bank account. Right. So look, it makes sense that there are some provisions to take care of women. I am not against that. But it only should last for a certain amount of time. Like it shouldn't, if you can't get a job in a couple years, man, you can't get a retrain in 5 years. We're talking about they got dudes paying 10, 15 years worth of alimony. Right? Claridon, 3,500. 3,500. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for being here in the live stream. I want to shout you out. Thank you for being here. I can't do this channel, can't do this show without you. Thank you for being here. Guy, till the 60s. Yep. Jerome made fun of my technical difficulties. I appreciate that, brother. The liquor hitting. Not yet, bro. That's Captain, bro. Like I drank all the scotch last night, so my bad. Manipulation on the real. Hey, listen, I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'll do it this week. I might. I'm thinking about doing a small segment after this. So like after this live stream is done, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm gonna try to get a video out. Because Nicki Minaj did an interview with Kevin Samuels. I don't want to go through that whole interview because I really didn't see much worth talking about. But there was one thing that happened in that interview, one thing that Nicki Minaj said. I'm like, huh, I think that's fascinating. And I think we can learn something from that one thing she said. But I digress. So look out for that video. I want to try to get it out tonight. If I don't, then expect 2 videos in the morning, okay? 2 videos tomorrow. Because I want to get it out. Everybody's talking about it, but I want to talk about one little aspect of it. It's going to be a short video, but I want to know what y'all think about it. Anyway, that's where my thoughts are at. Yeah, T-Mac said manipulation is real. I couldn't believe it, man. She in the strip club and paying and want him to continue to pay alimony. This dude got a whole new wife, a whole new life, and he still got to pay her. That's ridiculous. Women are hands down the best lives. But look, I will say liars are the best liars, and I will say that I've seen good manipulators on both sides, so I don't want to like paint that wide brush. But I will say that we fall for their lies because they can throw a little sensuality in it, and we get caught up in that. So I will admit that. So if that's the reason why they're better than us at lying, then I would agree with you on that one. Okay. All right. So listen, so let me just go back to this screen again because there's a couple other things. There's so much I want to show you guys. I see you, Wanda. I'm gonna shout you out in a second. Okay, down here somewhere where my cursor at, you see that? The boys will grow up to be men who are not obsessed with marriage. I gotta come back to the screen. Obsessed with marriage? Why would we be obsessed with marriage? There is nothing in it for us to be obsessed with. If I taught my son today, who's 12 years old, and taught him to be obsessed with marriage, what would it benefit him other than to be a simp and then get divorced? There's no incentive right now. It's not fair. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Let me shout out Wanda, Miss Amici. How you doing? Let me tell you, make sure y'all go check her channel out. This is a family-based channel where she just basically shows you about living life and about I love Wanda has such great organization, and she's taking care of 3 boys, her family, and just raising them right. And I love that. And if you love that, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Okay. Jerome says the women that are not marriage material be who the women that are not marriage material be who you are just be who you are just do not masquerade as good women. I lost that one, bro. I'm sorry, you lost me on that one. Oh, we're trying to masquerade it. Yeah, do not masquerade as good women. Yeah, do not masquerade as good women. I get you now. All right, it makes sense now. Sorry, it took me a second. Took me a second, bro. I was a little slow. Lucy says hi to Wanda. Jerome says I got it. Bro, it took me a second, but I got it. Yeah, like look, you got women, modern women, who are trying to masquerade. I won't even say good women. They're trying to masquerade as something that they're not. You didn't even come up with this. Your mom, look at me, you got women today that don't know how to cook. Oh my God. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna stop here. There's so much more. I could almost do a video just on this little excerpt here, but I have more for you guys. Now, the next part of this is I'm going to show you various comments from modern women. These are real comments about the show, guys. Okay? I think I put them in order. Yep. Let's start with this first one. All right. I'm going to get off screen. I'm just going to flip through them and just talk through them, okay? So we can get through this quickly. It says, I think the solution here is to start conditioning boys to aspire to marriage as well. Imagine the kind of familial stability and love that ensue if men contribute to marriages and families the way that women do. Oh, yo. So this woman is saying that men don't contribute to marriage. Man, listen, that's an insult. So you go out and you work hard every day. Like I remember just going out. Both of my exes didn't work. You're saying a man that's going out there and putting himself out there got to deal with the goddamn man every day is not working toward his marriage? Then what the hell do y'all think? When the damn oil need to get changed in the car, when the tire need to get changed, when the damn fire alarm keeps going off, when women don't know how to do stuff around the house, why is that not contributing? Why is that not contributing? That is, couples need to talk about appreciating what each other bring to the table. We always talk about what people bring to the table. If you're already married, you all bring something to the table. Most of the men I know, ones in this chat that I'm friends with for a long time, they already know how to cook. But wait till we get to some more of these comments. Men should aspire to marriage? Why? When you're going to divorce me, take half of my stuff. Or I'm going to be in paying alimony for 14 years after if we don't make it. And don't sit there and say, well, why are you going to be negative? Why are you going to say that we're not going to make it? Okay, let me be idealistic and say, oh, you know what? We're never getting a divorce. We're never not going to make it. And then until the bottom drops from under you. Let me tell you, homeless twice because of it. So I don't want to hear that crap. Sorry, I'm getting my feelings about that. My bad, Joe. Because it's serious. These are lives we're talking about. All right? These are freaking lives. All right? Hey! Oh my God. How do you say Leon? Jay and Leon's World? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. One of my newer subscribers, thank you for being here. I really appreciate everybody that's here right now. We're late. Apologies up front. What did we miss? What did you miss in the first segment? So what we've been doing is the sections are based on questions or comments that women say, modern women say about men. The first one was this one. There aren't any good men left. I showed some in the first segment. I showed good men, some good men dealing with the same stuff. We talked about we talked about loving a man is simple. We also talked about the men that women choose as a reflection on them. You didn't really miss much. There's a lot of talk there. And in this next segment, men don't want to get married and settle down. So I'm going here and we're going to go through some of these comments where women talk about this, but men do want to settle down. But we're going to get there. I didn't want to bring that up yeah, that's how I'm gonna conclude that section of the show. Okay, so please bear with me. I have more. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Boys are conditioned to aspire to marriage so that they can sit on their butts and be lazy while their wife takes care of them. We need actively conditioned boys to aspire to take care of themselves. What men are y'all dealing with? Hold on. I'm coming back on camera. What men are y'all dealing with? Did we not talk about in the first section, that last video I did with Shalakima saying, hey, if you got a bad dude, this is a reflection on you. If you dealing with bad dudes, it's a reflection on you, ladies. You chose that dude. When are you going to take personal accountability for who's in your life? Again, I know good dudes. They've been in the chat since the beginning. Some are still here, some are not. But I know good dudes. And they see this stuff and it's ridiculous. They don't have time for it. What was the title of this? Good men are giving up on modern women. My dudes are just all staying back like, yo, I'm just keep working. Because they don't see the benefit. You got women that are sitting here saying that we just sit on our tail. What men are you dealing with? Ladies, modern women, what kind of men are you dealing with that don't get up and work? If you are dealing with a man that won't get off his ass and work, then I would tell you it's your goddamn fault for allowing him to sit on his ass. Actually, it ain't even your fault. It's his fault, but you dealing with it. Come on, man. Take accountability. There's a lot of comments going on in the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. Jerome says, if they are asking where the good men are, that means the good men are hiding for Jerome, I think you trolling now, bro. Jay Leon says, hi, hey. Guy says, I don't know a man who doesn't wash dishes. Bro, that's what I've been saying. I've been saying this on this channel from day one. You've been my dude forever. Jerome been my dude forever. Pete been my dude forever. I don't know not one of y'all that don't know how to cook, clean, or take care of yourself. What do the modern dude knows how to do all this stuff? You don't need a woman to cook and clean for him anymore. What I'm finding, put an S in the comments if you've seen this before, fellas. Women that don't know how to cook nowadays. I'm not talking about your old school. I know how to cook. I know how to throw it down, baby. I'm not talking about them type of women. I'm talking about don't know how to cook just at all. And that's not listen, my second ex, she didn't know how to cook. She can cook now, but I had to take the lead on that. That's not a problem. She was willing to learn. Stop thinking the modern women think they know it all. Okay, I don't know it all. If you teach me something, I am grateful for learning something new. But if you don't know it, don't sit here and put fronts on. Girl, he be doing all the cooking. I don't know. I don't do nothing. I just sit here and let him get the bag. It is a shame to me. I grew up, I knew my great grandmother, and I watched that woman, and I watched my grandmother, and I watched my mom. I watched these women, these strong women. And them women would think it was blasphemous for a woman that don't know how to goddamn cook. Again, there's no knock on you if you don't, but you should be trying to learn. Ladies, stop putting men down to make better choices, period. Well, I think we talked about that earlier, but you know I got to go ahead with the show must go on, Wanda. The show must go on. Jay says that's 100% true. If a woman is complaining about a lazy man because she chose him, yeah, she chose him. When are we going to start taking accountability for our actions? Men have to do it all the time. T-Mac says, especially when it comes to her debt, existing kids, and lack of domestic skills. Bruh. If a dude don't have these qualities, you're not going to choose him anyway. He don't fit in the 666 club. That's why this dude sitting at home. And again, don't come to this channel. Look, if you're a dude and you don't have these skills and you come to this channel, this is all about self-improvement. Are we perfect? No. We're all about self-improvement here, men and ladies. We're about finding our purpose so we can live our best lives. I've said that from day one. I will continue to say that. Now, if you want to be on your ass and you don't want to take care of yourself, this may not be the channel for you. But here, we take accountability for our actions. Now that we got that out the way, Got some S's there. Yeah, man, exactly. I love it when sisters say that a man hates his mom if he dates another race. Well, that's a whole nother conversation, T-Mac. And you know, I have a black mother, I have black daughters, I have a mixed son. And really, my mother's only requirement, she loves her son. She wants her son to be happy. And all I'm gonna say on this is, if someone is making you happy and taking care of you, and you taking care of them, then she wants my happiness. The other stuff, we'll get there. That's a whole other topic. I will be doing it on this channel because we need to talk about those type of things. But that's far from what we're talking about today. Tack McKinley, I'm straight up. No. The student loan debt program and already made families is my issue. Huh. That's interesting. First of all, thank you for being here, Tack McKinley. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here on the live stream here at the Simsational Gent. We can't do this without you. I appreciate you. If you're new in the channel or you're watching us, you peek your head and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And every week on Wednesday, we come with the same stuff. Man, I'm trying to come with these topics. We need to talk about this. Okay? Jay says I cook. Oh, okay. Leon says I cook for Jay almost daily, except on the weekends when he puts me in a headlock to go out. Hey, look, Leon, let me tell you something. I think it's a good thing to go out as a couple and eat. Right? You just sit at home the whole time, like, get out. Enjoy your time with each other. Enjoy that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But as far as being at home and cook, you ain't got to also spend your money out every damn day to eat. The modern women want you to be in the most expensive restaurants daily eating because they don't know how to cook. So where we got to go eat? It better not be nowhere cheap, right? Better not be no Mickey D's. Okay? T-Mac says, facts. Mine too. Talking about your mother telling you, be with somebody that's going to treat you well. Anyone can treat you wrong. Be with someone who treats you well. That's the kind of stuff my mom used to tell me. And I love her for it. But I'm not done, fellas. There are so many more of these. I'm going to try to get through them really quickly here. So please bear with me. Because I got more. I had a lot of them, actually. But I just want to highlight a couple of them. Just want to highlight a few things. Okay? This one at the top. And yet many women think marriage is an accomplishment. It's not. It's just another form of babysitting a man-child. This is what women think, you guys. This is on women's Reddit. I think being single and unbothered is what women should strive for. So now women are telling women, don't get married, don't want a man, just sit there and be by myself, okay? We've been sold a bill of goods with this marriage nonsense. I agree. They have been sold a bill of goods. It's been, but it's not that marriage, again, it's not that marriage should be a bad thing. The bill of goods you've been sold is that you need to have these expensive weddings, and that it's got to be like The Notebook and The Runaway Bride and all these different things, right? It's got to be all these damn, all these rom-coms. It's got to be, if your wedding isn't magical, if you invite thousands of people there, it's not a good wedding. That's the bill of goods y'all been sold. Now, read this further. Y'all see this, right? It benefits men and gives them more access to women's unpaid labor. And then when he tires of her, she gets thrown out penniless after sacrificing her body and mind to the good of the man and his offspring. Buy yourself a ring if you want one and get married if you want to, but to a man who actually makes your life better. Don't settle. Okay, so let me come back to you guys. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the screen. Sorry about that, you guys. So look, some of the stuff I agree with, but see, look at how it's conflated. There's too many things. Again, the modern women don't know how to cook. The modern women don't really clean. Go look on these TikToks and look in the background of some of these women's room. It's messy. Whereas the dudes I know, like, are we perfect? No, but I know dudes that clean, that talk about it. I know dudes that take care of themselves. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? And then I talked about it earlier. I don't agree with women getting thrown penniless out in the street. If you decide to keep your woman a stay-home wife, then there's some obligation you have. And if you decide to divorce a woman, gents, then there is some obligation you have. you really stopped her life from doing whatever. And that's why women are saying, go ahead and make your life better. Go ahead and work. Go ahead and get the bag. I believe in this economy and with everything going on, both people should be working. But now it's how do we learn to take care of the kids and both work? But I think like you can do both. You can juggle both. You both can clean up. You both can. I'm gonna cook, baby. I'm gonna cook dinner tonight. Okay, I got dinner tonight. Oh no, okay, baby, I got dinner tonight. Oh, I had to work late. Can you start a dinner? I was already on it. What are you talking about? So what I'm saying is, if you love the other person, this is not a burden. But these are modern women right here. This is what I want y'all to get from this section. This is modern women talking about this stuff. They are just as bitter as if us guys are bitter, they're bitter too. Okay. The vast majority of people who visit. Okay, next one. Hold on. Give me a second, you guys. It's unbelievable some of the stuff that I read. I took so many screenshots because I couldn't believe what I was reading. Okay. Right? Boggles me that so few people see this. All the traditional fairy tales written by men push the idea of a girl's sole dream being to get married. All the kids, movies, and TV shows that are male-run studios churned out for decades push the happily ever after of landing a man. Gotta get him young for to develop interest or some sense of self. Otherwise, girls might grow up to view themselves as full human beings rather than supporting cast for boys. Again, I don't know no dudes talking like this. There got guys right here in this chat that have daughters. All I want for my daughters is I want my daughters to be able to take care of themselves, yes. But if they decide they want to be with somebody, I also want them to be able to contribute to that household. And a lot of these modern women cannot contribute other than some of them just lay on their back. Or, you know what? Both people working, both people should be working toward the household. If both people are working, both people should be working on the household. Nobody gets to sit on their ass. I just don't see this. Not with the guys that I know in this chat. I don't see them sitting on their ass. I see dudes that's busting their ass. I don't know who modern women are dealing with. But again, take accountability. Okay? Oh, there's more. There is more. It's hard to believe there's more, right? It's all from this is the chat. This is almost insulting. That's why women are encouraged to seek it from a young age. If it isn't romanticized and instilled in girls' brains as extremely important during their formative years, they might grow up well-adjusted and realize it's practically worthless to them. I agree. I think marriage is worthless to both men and women, except for certain circumstances. It really is. I mean, really, I see people lasting longer that don't get married. It's like as soon as you get married, then it just falls apart because expectations are different. This woman right here says, I got married at 25. No way would I choose to get married again. It has no value to me. Okay, woman, that's your choice. That's your choice. Same girl. I wouldn't go back to married life. I don't look, marriage is crazy. Let me get to the chat because I've neglected the chat for a second. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. That's that's exactly what he tells me, what Jay tells me. Going out is for the experience. Yeah, it should make you closer. It should make you bond a little bit more. Okay. Guy says, well, I'm keeping DoorDash in business. You need to cook, brother. Get in and cook a little bit. Modern women want the bag, even if they got nothing to offer. Yeah. Oh, the modern woman is just beyond me. They have no skills because their moms and their grandmothers haven't taught them that. I mean, I learned from my great grandmother how to cook. I learned from my mom how to cook. How do women not know how to cook from their mom? I don't get it. Whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. But I'm effed up. Yeah, you are. I'm just playing, bro. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, that last one is conflated. Exaggeration of what the motives of the past world. Yeah, things haven't been that way in a while. I mean, if you are in that type of world, you allow that man to come into your world with them type of non-skills or non-starter. Just as I let my last ex come in and she didn't know how to cook. But again, I taught her how to cook and she can cook now. So, I mean, she cooking for a new dude now, but whatever. It's either here nor there. Last post. Yeah, crazy, right? Oh, sorry. It jumped on me. This is Jay. I recently had a good friend tell me that recently his fiance cooked herself and her young daughter, not his child, a meal and didn't leave him anything when he got home. whoa. And they were together. And she cooked and didn't even leave. Like, hey, baby, I cooked. We ate already. Here's a plate for you. Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna get down to the chat. If that what you're saying, let me know down below. Marriage was created as a form of ownership, yes, but we don't live in the world since the sexual revolution. Yeah, it's not the same. But guy, that's modern women writing this about marriage. And I understand that their perception of marriage might be warped because of the type of guys that they chose. Their perception of marriage is messed up because they chose these lazy ass dudes. Again, there's a Rick and Morty. I watch that show. If you guys watch it, let me know. But there's this little clip in Rick and Morty, and in it is like there's this one excerpt. Get your shit together. Sorry for the beep and for the whatever, but I'm a man. I'm gonna say what I say. Get your shit together, okay? I say that to men. I say that to women, but I also men get your shit together, okay? Ain't no weak dudes here not pulling his weight. The cast iron over here getting worked. Bro, I know you cook. I ain't got to, bro. We talk about food all the time. Don't have me tell them how I had deer meat at your house for the first time. The smoked deer meat. Man, I was like, man, when y'all gonna invite me over? Man, they ain't never invited me over again. Best turkey I ever had in my life was over by Jerome house. Hey, Jerome, I always brag about that, bro. I always brag about, like, I cut in that turkey and the juices popped out of that thing. And man, it made me have hope in turkey. And every turkey I've eaten out after that hadn't been smoked or whatever, and not injected with juices, I just looked at with disdain. Anyway, Jerome and him traumatized me. That's the let me put no banana in my tailpipe. That's what I don't know why I thought of that. That's slippery. Is that what you meant? He asked what happened to his meal, and she told him, I ain't your mate. What the heck? Are you serious? It ain't about that. It ain't about being somebody's mate. It's like, why can't you be in a relationship where you love and care the person so you do something for them? What happened to that? And these modern women that made all these posts, they don't feel that way. It's a burden. You're taking away my freedom if I have to try to love you. That's what love is. It's being unselfish, is it not? Is it not being unselfish? That's what we're talking about. Wubba lubba dub dub. Oh, he know what I'm talking about. Wubba lubba dub dub. She's selfish as hell. What's the harm of putting more in the pot if you've already cooked it? Look, okay, Wanda, let me tell you something. I don't know about you guys, right? Hold on. Let me hold up. I don't know about you guys. When I cook, I know I eat a lot. I'm a big dude. I'm 245 pounds, okay? When I eat a lot. But even if I ate my share in another place where I usually make enough that there's some left over, there's always a little bit extra. That's how I learned how to cook for at least 4 or 5 people. It makes no sense. You could have threw extra pork chop in there. I don't eat pork chops. But you could have used extra chicken leg. Could have got me a wing. Jesus. Wanda is insulting. Zuma Thailand said that his woman learned how to cook meals he liked. Adaptation is key. Yeah, okay. She didn't know how to cook, what was it, T-Mac? She didn't know how to cook grits. He liked grits. Because she appreciated Richie Mac. Shout again at Zuma Thailand. Go check that channel out. Amazing. Because she wanted to take care of her man, she learned how to make grits. I cook. If my woman had something that she liked, and I didn't know how to cook it, I would learn, and I would cook it for us. Man, let me tell you, Ronald not in here, but when we used to live together, he knew. Like if I had females over, whatever, or I had ladies over, and I was like, yeah, I'm cooking dinner tonight, I would cook. I would have the thing set. I mean, you know, I went straight markets from Boomerang. I'm talking about like I had the flowers, right? I did all that stuff. Because that's what men did. That's what men do. Jesus. Yeah, I don't eat pork. Oh, I eat pork chops. I thought it said elite pork chop. I don't, what is elite pork chop? Jerome said it's time for him to make a choice. He might have to get up out of there, right? I eat pork chops, fried chicken too. You guys are clowning in the chat right now. Pork chop and grits. T-Mac says women love it when a guy cook for them, bro. Yeah. Like, look, I look at it as like, I don't know about you guys, but I get a sense of pride when I cook. And a woman's like, man, you can cook, and then she eats it and it's, man, why don't women, not women, why don't the modern woman feel that sense of pride for cooking? Oh, he's just trying to have me barefoot in the kitchen. I don't want you barefoot in the kitchen. I just want you to be able to cook too. Y'all want a partnership. Okay, modern women nowadays say they want a partnership. Oh, I need a partnership. I need us to be this, that, and the third. But you're not alternating cooking? And they don't even make sense no more, man. That's why dudes, what is the title of this? Why good men are giving up on modern women. Makes no sense. Guys shouting me out here. Sean Cook's Loco Moco. Oh, man, my Loco Moco is good. If you don't know what a Loco Moco is, I need you guys to go to Hawaii, man, or find yourself an island place, a place that sell Loco Moco, brother. Okay? Oh. What just happened? Okay, I don't know what that's all about. All right. Yeah, look, this stuff is crazy, you guys. I think I got one more I'm going to show y'all. I got two more. I'm going to try to show you them real quick. Okay? This one is crazy too. Check this out. Marriage benefits men so much more, but women are sold the lie about it being our happily ever after. Marriage for me was like a slow death. Well, I'm sure men feel that way too. It's a slow death for us too, especially if you the one. This woman, if you remember, Divine Goddess, right? Didn't she have a number? She had a number of comments in there. You notice that? This woman was, I don't know what she went through in her marriage. This woman is bitter. Jesus. All right, let me go to the last comment. Could I have gone to the last comment? Oh, I could have. Okay, my bad. I didn't want to show. I think what makes this line of thinking especially dangerous is achieving marriage. Yeah, I don't care about that one. All right, let's go back. All right, so that's enough of that one. I still have a couple. Let's see. That's the articles. Oh, I'm going to show you all a clip real quick. Uh-oh. I'm clicking too much. There's women. So this is a woman who is going to give you what she feels about it. She believes that the modern woman is ruining relationships for good women. Because again, I told you, there's good women out there too, okay? So I want you guys to see this video. I'm sorry, it might be a little bit out of sorts. Hold up, okay. Give me a second. Let it play. Come on, where's that? Okay, so it might be a little bit out of order. I might let it play so that first part comes in, but just bear with me. I want you to see this woman, I believe, if I looked at her profile correctly, she's in her 20s. Very rare for a woman this young to have such clarity, but I respect it.
I see all these women sitting here crying about how shitty men are, but nobody's talking about how shitty y'all are. Men are not here to provide us with a golden life on a silver platter. Men are not here to be controlled by us or to cater to our every need. Men are not here to pick up the slack for lazy ass women. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these women get in relationship with men and control every aspect of their life or try to change him. Y'all knew who that man was when you started dating him. You need to accept him for who he is or not date him at all. I am just so tired of y'all ruining these good men for the rest of us. Men are afraid to get into relationships because they're afraid that a woman is going to control every single thing that he does, or that she's going to expect him to provide for her all the time. And that's not how it should be. I am sick.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Oh man, how many stuff I missed? Oh, guy says if you can't cook, cool, then do all the laundry. You gotta do something. Crap, man. Good men are tired of that because good men know how to do all these things for themselves. Jerome says, stop believing in children's Disney movies. That's the problem, right? It's the problem. There's this fantasy about what should and shouldn't happen now with marriages. It's a lie. And I agree with some of those ladies, what they talking about. Some of this stuff is a lie. We've all been lied to. But man, take accountability for your goddamn beliefs, man. Marriage to her dude was a slow death. Yeah, you read that one, right? Facts. Can sit on your ass and do nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody I mess with sit on your ass. I know a bunch of good dudes that's like, what the hell is going on right now? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm in the Twilight Zone like you are, bro. I don't know. Shit. God says, yeah, it's Disney. It's a cartoon. She's right. Oh, you're talking about the girl. Yeah. How you believing in it? We froze. Okay. And then Lucy. Oh, there you go. Controlling someone you are in a relationship with is wrong and borders on abuse. It is abuse. But here's the thing, Lucy, check this out. If the modern woman, society today, is quick to be like, oh, that's abuse. Everything is like a feeling to her. Everything's abuse. If like me, I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. And it's not that I'm yelling, it's just I'm passionate about it. But if I get passionate, it's like, triggered. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. It's abuse. You are abused. That's where we're at right now. It's goddamn sickening. Jerome is like, why is an adult woman treating marriage like it is let's make a deal? Because it is. It's like, let's make a deal on trying to get the 666 guy. Okay? 6-pack, 6 feet, 6 figures. Jerome, you better hide your kids and hide your wife. Because they coming for you. Jerome says, if I do this, then what will you do? Exactly, bro. That's a valid question. Jerome, you know what you just said? What do you bring to the table? That's what that is, what you just said. What do you bring to the table? And that's a fair question. Whole another show, but fair question. If you see something needs to be done around the house, do it. Right. Come on, man. We both live here. We both live here. Right? Right, exactly. So let's see where we're at on that. So that was part 4. We're going to try to run through part 5 very quickly, but I want to show y'all part 5. Marriage benefits men more than women. And that came from what was said in the Reddit thing I just showed y'all with all those comments. Marriage benefits men more than women because women, a modern woman feels like men are just expecting women to do nothing. Listen, modern men understand that things aren't the same the way they used to be. Again, if you choose that type of man, if you choose to be a stay-at-home wife, yes, you do unpaid labor, but it is necessary. That man is going out there and taking care of your family. He needs you. It's not about slave labor or whatever. It's like, yo, I'm going to work. Can you please take care of the stuff I can't take care of? Because I'm gone 8, 10, 12-hour days. I need you. And that dude that's gone for that long still has to come home and cook sometime. Still has to come home and do laundry. Still has to come on and cut the lawn. Still has to get the oil changes in the car. Still has to take care of certain things. Like there's still responsibilities that everybody has. Please, modern women, be more appreciative of that. That's why guys are backing out. That's why guys are giving up on modern women. I got to do all the stuff I do, and you don't get to do nothing but spend the money? And get the out of here. All right. See what y'all say in the comments. T-Mac says, they're delusional. There's little to no incentive for a man to get married to modern women, even if they make good money. It ain't my money. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So modern women make so if you make money, modern women want you to spend the bag on them. But if they making money, it's all their money. The last girlfriend I had was the same way. That's what she told me. She was like, oh, well, you know, I expect my future husband to pay all the bills and stuff like that. I'm like, well, what do you do? I'm gonna buy the groceries and stuff, you know, like paying all the bills and all the car notes and all that stuff does not equal to you buying some groceries. Well, you know, I cook it every night, and she did cook. I give her credit, but like it's not equal. It's not equal. And whoever would have gotten with my previous girlfriend, they would be taking on kids that ain't even theirs. Man, get the French toast out of here. Guy says all that is true until kids are school age. Right, exactly. Then the stay-home moms get, oh, I didn't even think about once all the kids are in school. That's what you're saying. Once the kids can all school age, they can go to school, then what are you doing? Because I've come home in the same situation. You come home and nothing's done. What have you been doing? Oh, well, you know, I was just chilling. I watched this show. I want to watch a show, except I'm at work 10, 12 hours a day. Listen, let me tell you something. I work for me, and I don't watch TV. I don't have time to watch TV. I'd be damned if a woman is going to sit there and like, I ain't do nothing all day. Come on. That's not women. That is not unrealistic for a man to ask that of a woman. To be like, yo, you didn't do nothing for the whole week, right? Like, and I'm at work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. God, you and I served in the military. You know how much we were gone. Jesus. And that's it. Again, equity. We want equity. Yeah, everyone should have to do nothing days. No, I get it. And I was like that. I understood that my exes would have lazy days or things they did nothing. I didn't even get mad about that. Again, it's unrealistic what's being asked of men. So we back to this topic again. Let me bring up the banner real quick. Marriage benefits women more than men. So I'm gonna run through these quickly. I have real quick. I'm gonna bring up this article right here. I'll be real quick with this, you guys. So Brendan Fraser, you remember the dude from The Mummy, right? Remember the dude from my favorite is Bedazzled. That thing makes me laugh so hard. Oh, let me keep that banner up. Marriage benefits men more than women. So his wife was Afton Smith, and Smith demanded $900,000 in alimony and child support for their 3 children. Her request for such an expensive amount left the actor in serious financial woes, and he could not fulfill payment obligations. You remember that stretch where he didn't have work? Remember he wasn't working? When he was like, where did that dude disappear to? This dude was the hottest dude in Hollywood. Well, his health wound up declining, and he couldn't work like he used to. He wasn't getting the roles like he used to. And basically $900,000 a month. I mean, it was literally he was going to go broke. Now it says Brendan was also accused of hiding $9 million in new film contracts after their divorce. Still, the actor denied the claims and reiterated that he was not expected to earn anything due to a lack of movie projects. In 2013, Brendan filed to have his alimony reduced after sustaining a back injury while moving a fallen tree from his home. Afterwards, he was ordered to pay $50,000 a month in alimony until the death of either the actor or his wife, the remarriage of the wife, or until January 31st, 2019. Are you serious? Now, unfortunately, they said he found some extra roles. But this dude, it was unrealistic. $900,000 a month? Who needs that? No one needs $900,000 a month. And I don't care what kind of lifestyle you have. $50,000 a month. No one needs that. This is ridiculous, man. No one needs that. All right, let me cue up the next thing. All right, now y'all saw the title. Y'all saw the thumbnail to this. This is what you've been waiting for. I made you wait for it, but it's gonna be well worth it. Because this dude about to talk some real stuff. Now, I'm sorry, some of these clips be out of order. I didn't have enough time to put it together, but I'll let it run and you guys tell me what you think. Let me get the sound together so you guys can hear it. All right. This is a real dude. He has a TikTok and he talks about these things. It's called Random as Pie. Now, normally I don't call out people's TikToks. I'll let you find it and figure it out yourself, because I don't want to get bombarded. But go check this dude out. He's got some stuff. I mean, this dude has got, if you can't see it on your screen, he's got tears in his eyes. So I want you guys to see this, okay? Let's go.
So, my ex-wife took my son 2 years ago and never let me see him, despite 4 court orders telling her to. And the court did fucking nothing to her. Nothing. No fines, no jail time, nothing. I got a letter in the mail when I was unemployed that I was so far behind on child support 2 years ago that I was going to go to jail for money. But yet she had my son. And you want to talk about some fucking female privilege? Fucking miss me.
Look, that's heart-wrenching there. That's heart-wrenching. You know? That's tough. That's really tough. Guy says, don't remind me. Are there dedicated pipelines for brothers to connect with international women? Yeah, I was actually going to do a video on that, T-Mac. Stay tuned for that one. I figured it'd be interesting. I don't know why, like certain videos are doing, listen, not all my videos have been doing well lately, but I try to bring up topics that's like, no, I'm not going to just stick with the same topics. We got to talk about different stuff. So you don't like it, I'm going to keep putting out the information, but I will definitely do a video on that one. Doom Patrol is the truth. I haven't watched it yet, but at least that dude is getting some money again. He, I think supposedly he's a pretty good dude. There's actually another part of that article where it talks about Hollywood. You know how sick and depraved Hollywood is. Some dude had touched him. Okay? Listen, men don't get anything from marriage or benefit more from marriage. Let me show you something else. This one here might get me in my feelings, but I'm going to try not to because we're running out of time. This is going to loop because I didn't have time to. I'm going to let it just play. So you have to see it again, but I hope you guys get what happens in this video. This should insult every man and every woman. This is the modern woman dealing with a man, okay? Ready? Oh, I didn't even cue it up. So this is going to be a little out of order. I apologize about it, but I'm going to let the whole thing play so you guys get an idea of what's happening in this video. It should insult everybody here, okay?
Raising your voice at me. Mama, I'm not your friend, and I ain't
to do with him.
Who are you talking to? Why are you raising your voice at me? Mama, I'm not your friend, and I ain't
to do with him.
I don't know if that came out right, but y'all can hear it, right? Let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay? What happened was that dude I don't even think he got too much louder. I mean, he kind of inflected his voice, but it's not like he yelled or whatever. And what happened was he got smacked in the face by his woman or whatever woman he was talking to. Hit him. Now, there was a video going around. Some of you guys may have seen it where it was a little young dude. He, one of them homosexuals living off of his girl. And he in the video, jamming out in the video, and she beating the crap out of him on the video. Right? There's some toxic stuff going on out there. There's no reason that woman should have put her hands on a man. It would be unacceptable for a man to put his hands on a woman, correct? That's what we're saying nowadays. And if that's the case, then why are women putting their hands on men? I would say she got pretty lucky. And the fact that this is on social media is even more terrible. Now, I don't know if that was staged or not, but this is really happening. This is a real thing. So listen, I want to show you guys that, to show you that we talked about the different questions and stuff like that, or the different comments that women have, right? Are there any good men left? Men don't want to get married and settle down. I don't think that's the truth. I just think that men are a little bit more hesitant. We got to ask, what do you bring to the table before we decide to go ahead and settle down and lose all our assets? Because literally, a man can keep all his assets, continue to build his wealth, and just pay for it. You know, he got his boys for advice. I mean, that's where dudes are at nowadays. And apparently, women are there too. Women do not see the merit in marriage, which I understand why women nowadays would feel that way. I do. I don't even see the need for marriage other than a couple of legal things, which, you know, hey, you got to be married for us to be together. I can understand that one. That one I completely understand. But marriage, just in general, I'm starting to lose it, other than religious reasons. And then marriage benefits men more than women. Well, you guys have seen all the examples today. I mean, I can only show you so much about this. So, look, the question of the day for you guys, and make sure you guys leave it down. I don't really care about the chat as much, but leave it down in the comments. Let's get this thing started in the comments. But why do you think that men have given up on marriage? Is this helpful to the long-term health of society? Why or why not? I think I'm not going to tell you I'll tell you my opinions real quick. Obviously, really quickly, that we see the statistics about the lack of having two-parent homes on children and how it's affected them on the long term. So I believe having couples and having co-parenting is very important. And we talked about this in one of the last videos about allowing men to be fathers to their kids and men stepping up and being fathers. And I get it. Sometimes you step away because it's easier to not do the fighting. But I don't know. It's all messed up. It's a very touchy subject. We've talked about that many times on the channel. Make sure you guys answer that one down in the comments below. T-Mac says, see how the slanted system affects all races of men. No, all men are affected by it. This ain't nothing new. This is the new, what we're all dealing with in this society. Okay? Listen, I'm going to sit here. I don't want to hold up much longer. This was a great conversation, you guys. I want my guest, T-Mac, in the house. I want to thank my boy Guy, who I grew up with. I want to thank both Jay and Leon. Right? Thank you guys for being here. My brother from another mother I grew up with, Jerome. I want to thank my friend Lucy from Brick Girls Go Stateside. Check out these channels too. Who else was up in here? I want to thank my friend Wanda, Miss Amici. Make sure you go check her channel out. Who else was here? I want to thank Tack McKinley. I'm straighten up, no. Straighten up, no. All right. I'm missing somebody else. Oh, we had Clarendon 3500. We had my boy P in the house, right? And we also had my friend Neil. I have a story to tell. Again, check out these channels. Different people have here. I want to thank out Ron Pye. All right. So did I miss anybody? Let me know down in the chat. I tried to catch all you guys. Guy says, good show. Thank you, brother. I try to make this better and better. I try to make sure. I told you, bro. What did I say? We got on the phone earlier, and I told Guy, I said, look, man, I've made some changes to the channel. You know, like I got serious. I got this. You know, I got more serious about it, more focused, and now I'm checking it out. I want us to talk. I want us to have a place that we can talk about these things. I want the content to be. I wanted to get your feelings. There should be stuff in this episode that when you look back, you should be in your feelings about. we should all be in our feelings about. Lucy says, great show, Sean. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give Sean a like. Yeah, like this thing. If the likes, get them likes up. I'm going to go Kevin Samuel. Get them likes up. And if you're new to the channel and you're watching this as pre-recorded and you are not subscribed to the Simsational Gent, please subscribe. If you subscribe to this channel, I promise you I'm going to come back with more stuff like this. I'm going to come back with more topics that we need to talk about that we can get deep in. All right? Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful and happy hump day. And with that being said, live your best life.